Hello, everyone. Welcome to Liberal Tarot. I'm Sherry, blue dot in a red state, utilizing tarot to help us navigate these very interesting times we have going on here in the United States. So I'm really glad that you're here and welcome. And also, I want to say, I want to acknowledge the comments. I have been enjoying the comments so much. And so if you're seeing this maybe on your phone or TV, check out the comments, okay? And join us. Come join us in the comments, okay? I seriously, I really do enjoy it. I like that, I don't always, put in the description, what, like what was happening or whatever, sometimes there's additional insight. Like if you have a question, ask me. I know one question I've been getting over on TikTok too. I've gotten it here and I've gotten it at TikTok. What deck do I use? I use the Morgan Greer. Okay, that's an example, of one thing that, people ask, and just, the chit chat and the conversation. I really do like it. So, come join us. Don't think that you're an outsider. You're more than welcome to join in on the conversations. Okay. So, with this reading, it's going to be a 3-part reading. Okay. And it is, Celebrity Apprentice White House edition. Trump has his reality show TV thing that he's got going over there, that part. And you've heard me say, like they trot him out. He signs the, executive orders, and then he'll do a press conference. He always has that round table type, cabinet meeting where they all go around praising, the king and saying, this is what we've done, that kind of thing. So, he has that reality show, spin that he's doing. While the adults are actually running the country. I mean, I use the term adults and running the country very loosely, but it's not him. So he's doing the reality show portion of that. So what I thought I would look at is I've divided it into 3 readings, and the first one is military. Who's going to leave first? Hegseth or Gabbard. The second reading is going to be about immigration, and we've got Nome and Miller, with those leaked memos of, Trump thinks, Miller's weird. Well, that's one word to put it. I also have Homan in that, but, I think he's safe for the moment. And then the third reading is going to be trade and economy with Besant and Navarro. I want to acknowledge, I understand that this is very serious. And yes, I'm making light of it because, we can sit here and we can look at this and we can be depressed, or we can kind of, Trump doesn't like it whenever people laugh at him. And so let's take this, and just the ridiculousness of all of it. And I'm just going to lean really hard into that, just as something like fun and kind of a break from, the news. I know we come here to unpack the news, but I also kind of want to do it in kind of a fun, snarky way. And so that is what so I don't want anyone to think I'm not taking this serious. I very much am, but I just kind of want to do this kind of in a fun way, kind of lighten the mood because, by the time these come out, who knows what happened over the weekend with, Israel and Iran. I may be watching this going, oh, wow, that was maybe. So anyway, as I said, I just kind of want to have some fun with it and kind of see, where we are in the standings of, Celebrity Apprentice there in the White House. So this reading is going to focus specifically on the military and specifically Pete Hegseth and Tulsi Gabbard. Okay, so Pete and the parade. Trump was mad. It's like, I wanted this great parade and all I got was a squeaky little, tank going across the streets there. Pete's in some trouble. And Pete has not been doing well at the congressional hearings at all. He's not putting forth and here's the deal. He may be putting forth his best effort. He's unqualified. He has no business being there, but, so there's that. And then Tulsi Gabbard, she has actually, she is not playing by the rules. She is supposed to be loyal to Trump. She is not. She is saying things that is contradicting him. And so, yes, it's being reported that she is on the outs and kind of being sidelined for saying that Iran was years away from a nuclear weapon. And Trump said, I don't believe her. And it's like, okay, she's your director of national intelligence. and you don't believe her. Okay, so yeah, I just kind of want to do a, you know, who's going to be the first one out there between Pete Hegseth and Tulsi Gabbard. Now, I did get Pete. Both of these people are going to be gone. I just want to know which one's going to be first, because I got that Pete was going to be offered like some gig, somewhere, you know, doing something else, and they're going to frame it to where, you know, he wasn't fired. He's just taking a better job, more suited for him, or, you know, something like a consolation prize. That's what he's getting. He's going to be getting a consolation prize. So I'm just curious about which one of these is going to be going first. Okay. For this reading, it's for entertainment purposes only, looking at Celebrity Apprentice White House edition between Pete Hegseth and Tulsi Gabbard. Who's going to be the first one to be fired from this White House reality TV show? Okay. And all I'm doing is I'm offering the entertainment analysis here of this, you know, shit show in the White House. Okay. So, who is going to be the first to be fired there? Between Hegseth and Gabbard. Okay, with that, she is. I'm sorry. She is. That or this is Trump hasn't made up his mind yet. Okay, so I'll keep going. The challenge is, you know, the betrayal. Okay, Pete Hegseth is just an idiot. She betrayed him. She spoke out against him. Okay. Pete is on the, you know, is on the rocks there because he tried doing what Trump said. Tulsi's not even trying. Okay. She's coming out and saying, I'm the director of national intelligence, and this is what the intelligence says. Okay. She apparently didn't see that part of, you know, when you become MAGA, you got to check your brain out at the door, and you only do what dear leader says. Okay. So she's contradicting him. So I think she's going to be the first one, you know, fired there between Pete and Gabbard, or yeah, between her and Pete Hegseth. That's who's going to be, she's going to be the one who goes first. But I will keep going. Options. You know, did she actually think that this was like going to better her career, her political career? I don't know what she was thinking. I think she's also going to be kind of she's probably already looking at her options of what she's going to do next. Okay, after this, lining that up. And in fact, I kind of wonder if that's not, you know, she's going to be leaving of her own accord, saying, oh, I've accepted this job, you know, something else. The past experiences, it's like something was blocked from her. Did she not actually see that she was, like, she literally had to, like, probably sign the agreement in blood and promise her soul to Trump? I mean, you know, like, it's that kind of feeling. Like, I think that she was even surprised by it. Not that I feel sorry for Tulsi Gabbard, because I do not, okay? And recent influences, she's really, like, she got hammered here. She's, I really think she's going to be the first one between those two. And she thought MAGA was something completely different. And so now she's like, where can I use my skills? Because it's not being used here. Does she have skills as a, you know, reported Russian agent? You know, I mean, is there going to be a better use of her skills somewhere else? I kind of wonder what these others, where is this going to go? I kind of wonder, you know, like, Musk has already poached, you know, Katie Miller. I wonder if Tulsi Gabbard's not going to be, you know, where is that Musk and Putin? Are they going to find a spot for her somewhere? What's that look like? Where's she going to be going? Don, you know, he wants loyalty to him. And so I don't know. This is almost like, does he try to play nice? Does he try to make nice? Whenever he gets wind that she leaves, oh, I bet that's what it is. We wish her well, you know, on her new endeavor, you know, blah, 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 you know, kind of that type of thing. Oh, what is it that he always says? Like whenever he says stuff like, oh, they're doing a great job. It's like, oh no, that's a kiss of death. So yeah, I think that he's going to wish her well. We wish you well on your journey. Go away now. Okay. So yeah, I want to know, let's see. I want to know if old Pete there still, what's going on with him. We'll just do, this is a shorter reading, so I'll just do a quick peek in on how's Pete doing after the parade debacle. How's he doing? And with Pete, he really is trying to be, that man in charge. Okay, man in charge. He's not been doing very well at the congressional hearings. He's not been doing very well at all at these congressional hearings. He can't defend, what he's been doing. I mean, he can't even answer a question of, about if you're ordered not to use the military, or if it's like ordered that the military has to leave California, will you commit to that? And he wouldn't even answer that. So he doesn't think that courts should be deciding the policy of the government. It's like, no, that's actually literally what the courts do. They interpret the laws. Okay. Opportunities. As far as his options, he's not being, they're not happy with him. I don't know that he's happy. This is a lot bigger job than what he expected. I mean, you don't say. I mean, it's like this feeling of like, he doesn't know what he got himself into. Like, I think he just wants to go back to being a, weekend anchor at Fox News, honestly, at this point. And the past experiences, he was just going to charge forward. He was going to be the man in charge of the military. And now it's almost like a whisper. He's just like, this is not what I signed up for. This is so much more. He's unqualified. And he knows it. I think that's the big thing that I'm feeling from this, is that he knows it. Okay. Recent influences. He was given orders of what that parade needed to be, and it did not manifest in what Trump had in his mind. And then the potential there's going to be, like, these are both movement cards. These cards are actually very similar. These are very similar cards. But this is, this came up in the past experiences. He thought he was going to come in and charge forward and, be the man. And the outcome is he's going to claim some kind of victory, but I really think that he's going to be moving on. I don't know that, Tulsi's going first. Okay. They're going to find a place for him to be. They're going to, I wonder if this Iran thing, if he messes up that Iranian thing, that may be what his, so how is he going to do with Iran? And with that, claiming, I still think, the temper, like, and the end of him. So, what I am feeling with this is like, he's following orders of a madman who doesn't even know from moment to moment. I mean, he said, Trump said, I'll decide at the last second what I want to do. Okay, well, how can you even, not that I feel sorry for Pete Hegseth, but if you look at, like, that is who they're trying to appease. Somebody who doesn't know, like, from moment to moment what he's going to do. So how can you, follow orders on something like that? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. And we're seeing it. I mean, believe what you're seeing with your own eyes. And I do think that he's pretty much finished up what he is, what needed to accomplish. And he's going to be, this is the accomplishment, achievement. Like you've arrived, you've done, you're done. This is actually more of an ending card for me than some of the other, cards. So like, I think that he's getting ready to wrap things up. I think Tulsi goes first. The only way Pete goes first, leaves first, is if, he really, really fucks up that Iranian thing. And Trump just may blame him, and he's the fault. He's the scapegoat for it. The only thing that has saved Pete up thus far is that Trump doesn't want the Democrats to see, firing Hegseth as a win for them. Okay, that's the only thing that's saving him. So, in this part one, it looks like Tulsi Gabbard is going to be the first one to go. I will put in there that little caveat of, it depends on if Pete really, 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 messes up the Iranian thing. Like if that's leaked on Signalgate, like that kind of thing, that could be a problem for him. But right now, Trump is really mad at Tulsi because how dare she use facts to go against him. Okay. And so he's really put out with her. So I would expect her to be the first one on the military side. And I kind of grouped, like military, national intelligence, like all that together. And yeah, looks like she's going to be the first one to go. Thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Just know that I'm going to have part 2 is going to be immigration, and then part 3 is going to be the economy and trade. So thank you for joining me, and I will catch you on the next reading. Have a good day.